Hello, everyone. This is Linda Drummond with Network in Action. And today I have the privilege of speaking with Daniel McElroy. Hello, Daniel. How's it going?
Well, Linda, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Daniel, let's start by telling everybody your company name and what it is that you do.
We are Budget Blinds of Austin. We do blinds, shutters, shades, drapes, and whole home automation for residential and commercial.
Wonderful. And Daniel, how did you get into this line of work?
I was in a very different industry a few years ago, but I went through a couple life changes at the same time. I got divorced, and I realized that I wasn't enjoying my previous companies or previous what I was doing. So I went ahead and I hired a business broker and found these, and I bought the first two. A month later, I bought the third one, and then a year later, I bought the fourth one. I've just been buying these Budget Blinds franchises and consolidating them in the Austin area.
Ah, that's great. So, having done this for a while, would you mind sharing a success story with me?
Sure. We had a situation where we got a commercial customer called us and said, "Hey, the group we were using is no longer able to work with us. We have about 500 shades we need to do because we have a commercial building on the second street of Austin, Texas. It's a 35 story high rise, and we need all these shades changed out over a specific amount of time. The timing was going to be close, but because we're so big and because we have such great relations with our vendors, I was able to call our vendor and put our order for these 500 shades in front of other groups so we could get them done in 2 weeks, which is very, very, very uncommon in our industry. Usually it's a 4 to 6 week minimum situation, but when there's a project that needs to be done with a time aspect attached, I have wonderful relationships with my vendors where you can pick up the phone and get them done for us.
Wow, that is a success story. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. We just did Whole Foods downtown recently and Top Golf as well too, and looking to find more commercial partners.
Wonderful. All right, so Daniel, tell me, what would you consider a good referral for you?
Someone who understands that these are custom window treatments. Each window is slightly different in size, even though they look like they're four in a row, the exact same size. We have to measure down to an eighth of an inch for each window because it depends on how the glazer put the window in, if it's square or not. So a good customer for us is someone who understands that you're purchasing quality and that it's a custom product that's going to really accentuate the home.
Great, great. So now, Daniel, if you are not helping people get their blinds in, make their houses wonderful, what do you like to do for fun?
The three things for me are driving race cars, flying airplanes, and cooking. Those are my three things I love to do. And I have a 7-year-old daughter, and she loves to do those three things with me as well.
So, sounds like you love adrenaline.
A little bit here and there. Just kind of how I grew up. Both my parents flew for the airlines, so I grew up flying airplanes myself. And then my uncle is a retired world champion racing driver, so he and I do car things together as well too.
Oh, that's wonderful. Keeping it in the family. Love it.
Exactly, as safely as we can.
You bet. Now, Daniel, if somebody either needs your services, wants to find out more about you, or they know someone that needs your services, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Well, budgetblinds.com will have kind of a generalized 10,000 foot of what we have available, but I always encourage people to call me directly on my cell phone. That way they can kind of talk to me about who the customer is or what the project is. And we have 7 different design consultants that we can hand off to the right person to help pick the right fabrics and lift systems and such. And I like to know what the customer and client are like so I can make sure I hand pick the best designer for them to work with. So calling me my personal cell 812-371-6766. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And then I can give that person a call or text back and then walk them through who the right design consultant would be to work on this particular project with them.
Oh, all right, Danielle. Well, it was such a pleasure speaking with you today.
Thank
I
you.
wish you the best of luck and welcome to Network in Action and stay safe and have fun.
Thank you so much, Linda.
You have a fantastic day.
You as well.